that Jim is on with us. I'm going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. If we could, please, let's stand and do Pledge of Allegiance.
Wait a minute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sorry about that.
Jake, if you could, please, let's do roll call.
Lisa Johnner,
Here.
Jim Miller,
Here.
Steve McCombs,
Here,
Entertain a motion for today's agenda.
I move we approve today's agenda.
I'll support.
McCombs,
Aye.
Miller,
Aye.
Johnner.
Aye. On to communications. Any communications? None? Okay. Moving on to public comments. This is the portion of the agenda during which we can hear from the public comment about any item that is not on the agenda below. If you're here to be heard on an agenda item, please wait for the item discussion portion of the agenda to make a comment about that item. And thank you. Public comments. Good morning.
Good morning. I just want to take a minute. As most of us know, construction was finished on the new courtroom on the third floor of the courthouse. I want to let everybody know we had our first felony criminal trial in there 2 weeks ago now, and everything went wonderfully. And I just want to thank Chris Nestaby and Derek and Joe for the wonderful job they did constructing that courtroom. The response from the judicial branch has been overwhelming. It's beautiful, and it was something that was needed in Marion County. It couldn't have happened without Chris and his crew. So I just want to thank them very much.
Thank you, Jared. Appreciate that. And of course, thank you, Facilities Department. We are very grateful for the capabilities in which you're able to do that. So thank you. Any other public comments? Seeing none. Entertain a motion for today's consent agenda.
I move we approve today's consent agenda.
I'll support that.
Miller,
Aye.
Johnner,
Aye.
McCombs.
Aye.
On to business. Before us today, board, is resolution 2025-89. This is a resolution approving a local county match towards a community attraction and tourism grant with the Iowa Economic Development Authority for Pella Community Center renovation project. Board, if you remember, the city of Pella presented last board meeting and regarding several agenda items. And one of those items was this Pella Community Center match, which would be $25,000 local match that the county would then support. And that opens the opportunity for them to be able to receive or to apply for a grant at the Iowa Economic Development Authority. And we are thankful that Pella did present everything. And the last meeting we had spoke to them, or when we spoke as a board, we said that we were in support of this. So is there any further questions in regarding this, board? You have any comments?
None for me.
No, we discussed this last week and agreed upon it.
Okay.
Or last meeting, excuse me.
Yep. Nope. Okay. If go ahead.
Move to approve 2025-89.
I'll support.
Johnner,
Aye.
McCombs,
Aye.
Miller.
Aye.
Item number 2 is resolution 2025-88. This is a resolution approving a memorandum of understanding between Marion County and the city of Swan for snow removal. Tyler, appreciate you presenting this, and can you give us a little more detail?
So a few weeks ago, department heads met with the city mayor of Swan to discuss their discontinuance and unincorporation of the city of Swan, and the timing of that and how that would correlate with road maintenance or snow removal activities for the upcoming winter season. With their anticipated timeline, it would kind of fall in the early winter or late fall timeframe. So it was requested by, the mayor to see if Marion County could perform snow removal, for the upcoming season up until the discontinuance is final. So it was proposed to do a memorandum of understanding, basically establishing that Marion County Secondary Road Department would perform snow removal on a reimbursement basis with the city who has adequate city street funds in an account to pay for the reimbursement of snow removal activities. We would bill them in the on a monthly basis is typically what we do with other jurisdictions. Not included in your packet, but what the mayor had asked was roughly what we'd be talking about over the course of a season. So if we use typical averages, we're around 15 to 17 snow events per year, where we're plowing snow on our paved road system, which is what this would be. We'd be looking around $2,000 in labor, equipment, and material expense reimbursement potentially from the city.
All right. Board,
This
you,
would be in effect until the discontinuance,
continuance, yep,
or if something doesn't happen, it is stated for the 2025-26 winter.
okay, all right. Thank you for that, Tyler. Board, do you have questions in regarding this memorandum of understanding? This is obviously just for this year. I as board chair have been in communication with Swan. There is some processes in which they have to do to be able to discontinue. And so it takes a little bit of a time, and they had expressed, and Tyler was willing for snow removal, and I'm appreciative of that, Tyler. So there's not a lot of road in Swan, but it is important to those residents, so.
Yeah, and we're already plowing the farm to market route through the city of Swan. That is currently our responsibility. So this is really just a continuation, an additional mile of urban type streets.
So Tyler, this is Jim. Just a real quick question. That $2,000 estimate, is that per event or is that for the season?
That would be for the season,
Okay.
based off 15 to 17 events. Yeah, we're not talking about a lot of time, Jim, to plow that mile, because it's contiguous with the road that we're already plowing, which is the farm to market route.
All right. I appreciate
So
that. Thank you.
And some of those streets are so narrow, they're gonna be one pass and we're out of there.
Yeah.
So,
And the city of Swan does have funds in their account. I did speak with them about that, so yeah.
Since we're talking about roads in Swan, is there a way that we can know for sure? I mean, once the city discontinues, what roads we're gonna keep, what roads are, true public roads versus alleys versus private property? We had an incident where a deputy, they were having a fire in the middle of the road. Deputy went up and said, "Hey, you can't have a fire." There was an argument about, well, this is private property, and the deputy's like, "No, this is a public road." So just so we're all on the same page,
Correct.
once it's there, these are the roads that are public right of ways, these are private, might just help down the road once we don't need it right now, but once we get there.
Okay.
Also, we don't know that yet.
Right.
Without obtaining the city's records.
Right,
We have some records within our department and has some records. I'm sure the recorder's office has some, but without obtaining all the records from the city to understand what has transpired since we got a 1920s plat,
right.
we don't know that yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. That's what I'm just.
Definitely a conversation that we need to have. I
Yeah,
agree. Yeah.
Just so we're all aware of it. Once that happens, the day it happens, and then there's an incident. And I'm just saying, in the next couple of months, if we can figure that out.
Yeah.
It'd be great to be able to know that, yeah, these truly are roads or not, or public or private, or that whole side of it, so.
Yes.
I don't know.
So the state has to, so that the public understands, the people obviously voted to, what is it called? I want to discontinue. Yeah. Okay. And so now the state has to accept that. So they couldn't get in on the October meeting, so now they're gonna be looking at the November meeting. But yes, I agree. As soon as the state has accepted, then we probably need to get together and have another meeting and figure out the road system.
Yeah,
So,
maybe it can be found out in an hour, or maybe
Yeah.
it takes a month, I don't know, to figure out all that stuff or to gather that, but just so we're aware of it down the road.
And for the purpose of this. Memory and understanding, I asked the city for what streets they were previously plowing, because that's all we're gonna do, no more, no less than what they were already plowing.
I'm curious, I don't know who could answer this question or if it's even relevant, but once a city discontinues or unincorporates, what happens with the revenue that they have on hand? What happens to that money? Like,
We're
like,
working through that.
yeah, so there's whether there's debt, and then there's a window in there where the state then kind of is involved for 6 months and helps to make sure that the funds that are left,
yeah, I know.
a
'cause
smooth
it-
transition. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
that makes
Yeah,
sense.
we've inquired about the city street fund, for example, is the city's version of secondary road fund. It's road use tax for city streets. So we've inquired, Iowa DOT local systems and Office of Finance about how to get that redistributed.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Acquired as secondary roads into the secondary road fund.
Okay,
Farm to market, we actually write them a reallocation
Right,
check. We
right.
just retain that, our 28E that states that would be no longer. So, we're looking into that, or if there's any outstanding debts and otherwise, the state's 6-month period handles that. For example, with this, let's say they don't make the final payment for reimbursement for snow removal within that 6-month period. The state may say, okay, well, the city still has funds, we'll reimburse you per this MOU. Ultimately, do we get those city street funds anyway?
that answers my question.
Yeah.
Okay, any further questions? If not, entertain a motion for resolution 2025-88.
I move we approve resolution 2025-88.
I'll support.
McCombs,
Aye.
Wheeler,
Aye.
Donner,
Aye. On to item number 3, EMS Advisory Committee. This is an update membership listing. Is my understanding that Jody Vanderkamp is no longer acting EMS Director for Prairie City Fire Department. And Daniel, I don't know how to pronounce Daniel's last name. Remersma has assumed that role. So it has been presented to the board to update the organization list. If you remember, board and Jim, we had approved this committee for the EMS Advisory Committee. So this is just updating that. If I don't know, Steve, I know you were on the EMS committee. If you have any further comments regarding that updating list.
This is just an update of the list.
Okay, all right.
I know they're currently working with the Iowa legislature right now to assume how they can raise funds and
With just a quick question on that too, since it is an item right now,
Mhm.
with Michelle Kingery going to the city position or whatever, that communications director spot will be vacant.
Okay.
So do you want to, while you already have that open, just leave vacant for now till we get somebody in that spot? Since it's already on the
Yeah.
agenda and you're already discussing it.
Yeah, we can, Jake, do you want to wait and have another?
you have them, somebody, well, this was presented here, so probably stick with this unless Jared said, and then we can bring it back at any point, Jason, when that next appointment needs to happen, I guess. It can just come back like this.
Yeah, either
Or-
way. This was.
or could it be that-
If you wanna put it on the agenda again, or you wanna just do it while it's here and it's an open night?
Are you saying it would just be not a name? I
I can put a name and I can
Just
put
dispatch.
Troy, I mean, we can put Troy's name as the representative on
Yeah.
it for dispatch or something at this point. That's probably gonna be the easiest and cleanest. But we can bring it back to whatever's easier for you guys. I mean, I just didn't want to have to bring it back. from
Right, no,
One name if you.
as we've given notice of the list,
Right, I mean, I think as far as notice purposes go, it's the agenda, I don't really have what's clearly updating the listing, so I think as far as notice goes.
All right.
I would just put, yeah, and just swap Troy's name for Michelle's then on that one.
Board, are you good with that, Jim, Steve?
Yeah, I'm good. Let's
Okay.
just do it now and get it over with.
Okay.
I think it
all right.
makes sense.
Okay, so, and regarding Marion County, Sheriff Dispatch, the removal, Michelle Kingery is, going to another position, and so, and outside the county, and so we're going to be replacing that with Troy Fisher, which is the chief deputy. So, okay.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, board. Do we have a motion to approve the updated list? And regarding appointing Daniel and Troy on the list.
So
Move to
moved.
approve. I'll support.
Wheeler,
Aye.
Johnner,
Aye.
McCombs.
Aye.
Item number 4 is an application renewal, special class C retail native wine licensing for Ronald Vanderloon, also known as Thunder Creek Winery. Jake, I know that this is
Standard renewal.
Standard, yep.
Yeah.
Sheriff, do we?
We've never had any issues.
Okay, all right. Board, no further questions, so entertain a motion.
Move to approve.
Second.
Johnner,
Aye.
McCombs,
Aye.
Wheeler,
Aye.
On to item number 5, Board of Supervisor updates. Mr. Mueller, do you have any updates?
Attended the ISAC visitation to each one of the county's processes last week. Got a lot of good information and made some good contacts. So appreciated them making the tour of the 99 counties. So we were on the front end of that. So we appreciated that.
Thank you for attending that. I appreciate that. So, Mr. McCombs?
Nope, I have none.
Uh, I have just a few things. I just wanted to remind everybody, compensation board. We do have some that are representatives that are up, which would be treasurer, auditor, and supervisors. We have one that is up. Bill Shepherd has been in that. Whether we would want Bill to be on another term for that, or Jim or Steve, if you know of somebody that would like to represent us as Board of Supervisors, please be thinking about that. I'd like to hopefully try to get that done in the next 30 days or so. So, okay. And then I have Aging Resources meeting this week, and then Board of Health next week. And that is it. So, nothing further. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move adjourn.
Support.
McCombs,
Aye.
Wheeler,
Aye.
Johnner.
Aye. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.